Alright guys, finally here. Had this for 2 months. Ready to talk to you about my Vedder holsters light draw outside the waistband for this beautiful Beretta 92 FS. Finally had a chance, carried it around, for a while there. I was carrying the Glock 19 P80 with the X300 and the R.M.R. up top, just because it makes more sense for at night having a light mounted, in more situations. But I love my Beretta, and that's why I wanted a holster for it, so I can carry it regularly. And so, being that I was mostly working around the house, not getting out much, I tried to carry it as much as I could, but it mostly ended up being around the house, and a lot of times situations like this where it's just sitting on the truck next to me while I'm working outside, driving around on the property, moving trash, moving brush, all that kind of fun stuff. Did get a chance to take it out on the boat, which y'all can see right there. When we went fishing, mostly my biggest issue with it is it's an outside the waistband holster. Something I knew was going to be an issue. Outside the waistband with a big ass gun like this, it's going to print quite a bit. It's not the most concealed of a concealment holster, which is why a lot of times when I went out I carried that P80 as opposed to this, because I'm carrying an appendix and it just hides. You can't tell it's there. With this, I didn't want to carry an appendix. I wanted to keep it away from my skin because I rest guns like a motherfucker. And the finish on the Beretta ain't really the best right now. Just 'cause it's an older gun. I believe it was made in 92 or 93, this gun. And so, finish is worn. It gets surface rust like crazy on the barrel, on the safety. I'm having to oil it every day when I get home, which is good practice anyways, and I do that with a P80 most times. But I can get away with a little bit more. But so I'm more careful about when I carry this, even though I really shouldn't be. A gun is a tool. It's supposed to do its job. It ain't meant to look pretty. But a Beretta does. And that's the problem. It looks pretty. I want to keep it pretty. But the gun ain't the fucking focus here. Focus is on this holster. They do claim, it says so right there on the bag, which you can't see because the holster's in the way. Let's see if we can fix that. But America's most comfortable holsters. It says so right there. I don't know how they can factually state that. I don't know how they figured that out, who they asked. But being it's an outside the waistband holster, it's pretty damn comfortable. I had no problems as far as comfort, even being a bigger guy like I am, which is why appendix ain't the most comfortable for me. I did, however, opt for the upgraded belt loops. Tucks it in a little bit more to the body, brings it out a little bit wider on the belt, so you don't have as much of a pinch point, as well as they sent out, actually 2 days before they sent out the holster, their little foam wedge. So with that, I set it up to where the wedge would be going from my body, pushing out on the barrel end to push the grip further into my body, just to help with that concealment a little bit better, help it to hide, get less of a printing issue on my side, because I'm carrying this at a 3 o'clock position. It's gonna be obvious with this big of a gun on a 3 o'clock. It's there. There's no hiding it at that point, unless I would wear a 5X t-shirt and then nobody would know. But for me, it's worked out. I do have an issue of the gun's pretty long, and with it set up as it is, I can bring it down, bring the clips down one more notch, and it'd probably keep this from happening, but the barrel does stick out under my shirt every once in a while. I stretch a little bit, got to reach out my arms, it'll stick out. Problem being, if I did lower that a little bit, then I got too much weight on top, it likes to flop out away from my body and show even more that way. It's kind of a give and take. As it is, this is the best situation, best setup I've utilized so far with it. Got it tightened up real good on the belt, and it works out just fine. I really wish that they could make a holster for my P80. I want an inside the waistband, not the Raven concealment, so it actually covers the slide, the barrel, the sights, everything, like a traditional appendix style rig that accommodates my X300 with the R.M.R. in an appendix style rig, because that'd be the best option for me, I think. Unfortunately, nobody wants to make a light-bearing P80 holster. I don't know why. Apparently people just don't be putting lights on P80s. There's been a few that say they will make them custom, yada, 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 you know, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know where to go with that. Might just end up trying to make my own. I still got some Cadex laying around somewhere. I don't have the toaster oven anymore. I'm pretty sure we threw that out in the move. Hope able to get some better content going for you guys here once we get the range finished up, set up out here. I'm sure most of you heard on the live streams that I'm working on that. We got all the way back there behind that boat. We got about 100 yards that we can set up a range. We're setting up all the way on the back end. Bunch of railroad ties. Going to pile up some dirt in front of it, keep everything safe. And that's going to be a fun time. Yeah, Vedder holsters, check them out. I do not have a link. They did send this to me for free to check out. Let you all know what I think. But no affiliate link, nothing like that. I don't get no money if you order them or not. Did look like they have currently a Valentine's Day sale for 15% off on anything on their site. Might have to use that here soon because Stevie does need a holster for his Taurus G2C. We've been meaning to order that for a while now, actually. But now it's 15% off, so even better timing. Check it out. See what you like. Hopefully they'll have exactly what you want. They got inside the waistband, other outside the waistband options. Everything you need from your standard Cadex holster manufacturer, including now wedges, which I forgot to mention, just came out in mid-January. Keep that fucking thing on you. Peace.